Hello, I'm Jennifer Browdy.
And I'm Audrey Kalman. And together, the two of us just launched the Birth Your Truest Story community for writers. It actually grew out of a very special collaboration we had that began when we were kids.
We wanted to share these photos with you. Um, Me and Audrey in the apple tree that she named Genevieve, that was right outside her house. We spent a lot of time up there. And then the photo on the lower left is when we were young teenagers, maybe in middle school. We used to get together Saturday mornings and share our notebooks, right?
That was like the original get together and support each other as writers. It did just occur to me just now that we've been doing that for all this
Doing
time.
that, yes, for
Amazing.
our whole
Yeah,
lives. So
many years.
And then, what's not in the picture between what's on the left, our childhood and youth, and then pretty much now on the right, is what happened in between, which is, we grew up, we had professions, we got married, we had kids, we were very busy, we lived on opposite sides of the continent, um, and it's been such a pleasure in these past few years to be able to come back together and through the miracle of Zoom, like we're doing now, be able to teach together and to share writing again together.
Yeah, it really has been wonderful. And, we started this series back a few years ago. Actually, the very first one we did was we did a live session here when you were out here on the West Coast. But then we took it online, and the genesis for it really came out of this work that I did for many years as a birth doula, supporting expecting families, and starting to see some real resonances between what the birth work that I was doing, kind of the coaching and the support of families, and the things that writers would need in order to support them. We really try to bring the same kind of non-judgmental support to our work with the writing community, and bringing our whole and genuine selves here. We always joke that we're not slick and corporate, which, as you can see, what you see is what you get. But we do have professionalism. I mean, we both have been professional writers and editors and author coaches. Jennifer, teaches literature, so we have that to bring to the table as well. But combined with the sort of warmth and honesty that we really, really value. So
Yes.
all in the name of supporting our community,
right? Right. So these are some examples of in-person communities that we've been part of. I started the Berkshire Festival of Women Writers way back in, I don't know, 2009, I think, a long time ago. And it convened many, many circles of writers and many, many events. And it's been really exciting in the past few years to take all that great creative energy and just move it online. So that's really what we've been able to do with Birth Your Truest Story.
It's been great. Really, I don't know. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't wait to be back in person," and I love being in person. And we hope to do that again. But in the meantime, I mean, we could never work together. It allows us. We're still on opposite sides of the continent, and yet we can work together, and it's just been fabulous. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is an example. If you haven't been over to our Birth Your Truest Story online community yet, this is just a little bit of what you will find there. There are a bunch of topics so where you can find, people who share your interests and posts about all kinds of things related to writing. And then there are a lot of events that we're hosting. Some of them are free, some of them have a cost to them. But one thing you can find in all of them is a real warmth of spirit. We're there to kind of share creativity and nourish creativity and cheer each other on.
And we should say the community itself is free to join. So there's no cost to you to come and check it out, and which we hope you will do, because we really wanted to be inclusive. And Oh, I can't wait. We're getting to the part where we get to tell people about our big announcement, right?
Right. Okay. This is it. Yes, we're so excited to announce, kind of pull the curtain back on what we've been working on for the past few months, which is an online workshop series that you will be able to work through more or less at your own pace. We're going to release a session a week for 9 weeks. Why 9?
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of resonance there with the birthing world, which is I had mentioned before. And yeah, again, it's this kind of connection. We've modified it a little bit since we started out, but expecting families need this non-judgmental support that we offer, and writers need allies to encourage them along. So in addition, it's not just going to be the recorded sessions, but we also are going to offer that support component through some live online opportunities that will come your way as well. And that will give you a chance to really connect with other writers from the community, to go a little deeper into your work maybe, and get some guidance from us and some feedback. And I think that's a really, really important part. This may look really familiar, right? Like lots of these topics look very familiar to people who are, have studied writing before. It's like, yes, we talk about plot and we talk about character, but we really have a kind of a different way of approaching that that Jennifer alluded to before. So I don't know if you want to talk more about that, how that manifests itself in our work, but I'd love to hear, because you have a great way of putting it.
Yeah, well, I think we are trying to jumpstart your creativity through our prompts. So we have certainly gotten a lot of really positive feedback about our open-ended, very imaginative prompts. And each of these sessions will be loaded with prompts, which you can work through at your own pace. And we'll be there in the session to guide and introduce, and basically, yeah, to do a lot of cheering and encouragement. And then when we have our live sessions every few weeks during this 9-week period, we'll be there to answer questions, go deeper, get into a deeper discussion of all of these really essential aspects of the writing process.
Yeah, and I think that's this approach, as you said, the writing prompts combined with this sort of more practical aspect. I think that really, for me, that crystallizes kind of what we're about.
Yeah, and this, if you look at the topics here, we start with, in the beginning, what's the spark? We work our way through the different aspects of storytelling and creating character, creating plot, creating narrative, showing and telling, and so forth. And then we end up with preparing for the next step. So revising and actually thinking about launching your work in the world. And that's what we're doing in the online community as well. We're working with all of those aspects, which is really exciting.
It is, and I should say too, for those people, I know there are some people out there who think, oh, well, I'm not really a writer, I'm just starting this process, or and I want to assure you that I think this approach is really, really helpful for people who are just beginning their journeys, because it is not intimidating. It is open-ended, but it's equally applicable to people who have, written many, many books, because again, the open-endedness allows you to really, and this is, this just occurred to me, another sort of resonance with the birth world, is that, there's no one right way to give birth, either to a human baby or to a book. And so, we see our role as helping people discover what is the right way for you to do that. And that's what our teaching and workshops and circles are all designed to do.
And coaching and editing.
And coaching. And yes, all of it is aimed at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first
So,
one of these sessions is going to come at you January 16th. And in the meantime, we have a lot going on in the community. We really hope you'll check it out. We have several events planned and writer circles that are ongoing. So we really hope that you will take a look. And the sessions are on sale now. So you can get yourself a lovely gift for the holidays, or don't forget your writer friends. They might appreciate that as well. And we're really, really looking forward to seeing you.
yes. So we hope you have a wonderful holiday season, if it's holiday season when you're watching this, and keep writing.